Hey everyone, Tom Caffarella here from Ocean City Development. I just want to give a little thanks to everybody, first of all, who joined us the past week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for our first Fix and Flip event. It was definitely a great time. I very much enjoyed meeting and seeing a lot of the people that I'm currently working with, and also got to meet a couple of new faces of people who have been kind of thinking about signing up and finally pulled the trigger. So it was a really good event. The Wednesday, we obviously had the welcoming dinner, and then the Thursday and Friday, we were doing all day one group setting training. A couple of announcements just after the event. First of all, we are going to have our next event for sure either in late October or early November. We are still trying to make a determination on the exact day and the exact time based around everyone really in my office schedule. As you guys saw, most of this event is operated behind the scenes by everyone at my company. Basically, all I have to do is kind of just show up and talk, and they make it really easy for me. So I have to definitely chat with them about what works for them, and then we're going to get out what the schedule is going to be. We are going to do things a little bit differently this time. The one thing that I mentioned to the people who were live at the event that I kind of regret doing, and obviously this was the first time I ran an event like this, but one of the things that I definitely regret doing is not getting more one-on-one time with everybody who flew in. So I felt like there were some people I got to spend a good amount of time with, and then others, maybe a conversation here, a conversation there. So what we're going to do moving forward on all of these events is slot out some smaller group and or individual time for people so that we can really help them individually with their goals instead of doing so much big group training. And so what we're going to be doing is either, like I said, breaking them into groups or doing some one-on-one stuff. So again, once we have the agenda completely figured out, once we have the date figured out, I will blast out an email. I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on all the other sites that we currently use. I'm also looking for, related to the event, I'm also looking for some people who are at the event to join me on my podcast. So if you're on the call right now and you do want to jump on my podcast and kind of talk a little bit about what the event was like, what benefits you gained from it, and even just kind of some feedback, I'd love to have you on. So if you are interested, just type your name into the chat box and I will reach out to you directly and get you on my show. The other thing I wanted to mention just really quickly, we did okay with the Facebook Live. I would say that would be one of the things that I was a little slightly disappointed with. A couple of the sessions we were not able to go live on. I still don't know exactly what happened with the technical details about it, but I do know that we do have some good news, which is that we did have a videographer there the entire time, and we are going to cut everything up and send it out to anybody who wants it. So if you are interested in getting some of the content, and we're going to break it out by session. So for example, the mailing systems video is going to be broken out. The buyer lead generation video is going to be broken out. So they're all going to be broken out by topics. If you can do me a favor and just type into the chat box that you're interested in getting those videos and put your email into the chat box so that I can send out everything to you. And again, they'll be separately labeled so you can watch what you want to watch, and then obviously there may be some topics that were a little bit less interesting to you. So if you're on the call live right now and you have any questions for me about anything at all, either related to the past event, the upcoming event, or anything just specifically, just type it right into the chat box and I will get everything answered for you. but we definitely, and I just want to check. I've got a couple of different streams going. I just want to make sure that was actually the technical issue that we had, is that it was going in one stream and then not in another. But not to bore you with the technicalities of it, but yeah. Tom, I wish I could have made it. Please email videos to Tom at, okay. Yep, we will definitely send those out to you, Tom, and anyone else who's on the call. And again, we'll definitely be having another event in October, early November, at the latest. So I'll definitely let you know when that's going to be, so you can come out live. We had at least, let's see, one other person come out from New Jersey. So anyway, so, you know, that now that that's kind of, you know, past us, the event's past us, and, you know, what we're going to be doing coming up, I'm going to have an outline for that. Now my attention is going to, you know, really be returning to helping the people that I'm currently working with. So for everyone that was there, do me a favor and let me know what you need help with moving forward, just so that I have an idea of how I can help you, how I can best serve you, what you need. And again, I can chat with any of you guys individually or one-on-one. But so definitely moving forward, I will be here every day starting at 4 o'clock for anyone that needs help. Joe, you're interested in videos? Yep, I'll definitely send those over to you for sure. Is there anything else that you guys need help with? Joe, Tom, anybody else that's currently live, just let me know what you need help with today. If not, I'm going to start talking a little bit about some of the future things that we're looking to add into the program with the people that we are currently working with. So one of the biggest pieces of feedback that I did get at the Fix and Flip event is that everyone who's working my leads is actually having a little bit of difficulty with keeping up with them. And it's one thing that I probably should have anticipated, given the fact that we run into this issue all the time in my Boston office. So in the Boston office, the way that the leads work right now is that a lead comes in, it goes to my inside sales agent, Barbara. Barbara calls, texts, and emails it every day for the first 10 days. When Barbara isn't able to get to it, it then goes to a group within my company called the 10-day real estate agents. And so once the lead hits 10 days and we weren't able to make contact with them, it goes to one of my real estate agents on my team. If we then make it past those 10 days, so in 20 days, if we've called, texted, and emailed and haven't gotten a response, haven't gotten out to meet with the homeowner, the lead then goes into what we call our seller archives bucket. And the seller archives bucket is basically just a database where the real estate agents on our team are able to dial through and book appointments. So what ends up happening a lot of times is that for whatever reason, a seller will fill out a form online and they may or may not be ready to sell right then and there. So what ends up happening is that 6 months, 7 months, a year, and even last week, we bought a property where a seller filled out a form 5 years ago, right? So it can take a while before a seller actually decides to sell. Sometimes filling out a form online or responding to a mailer or taking an appointment with us is just step one, right? So sellers, you know, they come in at all phases. All leads are a little bit different. So we want to make sure that they're getting followed up with. Again, my point to this, though, was that what we're thinking about doing is we're thinking about beta testing, making some calls on behalf of the people that are already in the program with us.
Goodbye.
And so what we're thinking about doing, my phone just went crazy, by the way. What we're thinking about doing is we're thinking about making some initial calls for people that are getting leads from us, just to see if we can help you book some of your older appointments. And then on a longer term vision, we are considering for either a fee or a cut of the deals that you guys are doing, maybe adding an inside sales agent that can service the leads for everybody that's out of state working with us. So Jingjin, I like the videos. Please send to. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you were there, so you want the videos too. I'll definitely send them out. You can definitely rewatch them for sure. Was there anything else that you needed, that you felt like when you were here, that you wanted to address that maybe didn't get addressed? Just for some feedback from me. If there is anything else, just type it into the chat box. But like I said, my focus now is just to kind of move back and start thinking about what everyone needs help with that I'm currently working with. So if you do have comments or suggestions or feedback, obviously you can email me, but you can also type it into the video here. And tomorrow we are also going to start, I'm going to blast out to people that I'm currently working with that want to do some one-on-one sessions with me. So going back before the Fix and Flip event, I had some individual one-on-one meetings that went on Facebook Live. So probably right after I get off of this call, I'm going to blast that out, that opportunity out, that if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, and you can kind of look back to see what those videos look like. If you go back 5 or 10 minutes on this news feed, you can see what one of those look like. But what we do on those one-on-one sessions is we meet directly, and we talk about what you're looking to, where you're currently at in your real estate investing career, where you're looking to go, and how we can kind of bridge the gap. So far, the people that I've had on in the past couple of weeks, we've talked about how to fund your first investment deal, how to find deals without spending money on marketing, how many times you have to follow up with a lead, what's kind of typical for that. And so right after I get off today, I'm going to blast that out, that opportunity. So if you do want to come on with me one-on-one, I'll send you out a Zoom invite so that we can spend half an hour, 45 minutes. Actually, I think most of the videos ended up going an hour. So right after we get off right now, I'm going to send that out. If anyone's on the line and you need anything else, I will definitely stick around. So type in any questions that you currently have. But if I don't see anything in the next 10 or 15 seconds, I am going to sign off. Just want to see, what you guys need help with. And yeah, I definitely appreciate for the people that are on, that came out to the event. It was definitely a great event. I enjoyed very much meeting people that I've only talked to on the phone or emailed and corresponded with. So it's definitely a very successful event, and I'm looking forward to the October / maybe early November event, depending upon what the schedules are like in my office. So thank you again for those who are watching, and I'm going to send out that email invite right now for those of you who want to jump on a call with me. All right, guys. Thank you again. Bye.